Discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready? Hey, Charlie, 18 Gator. 52 to Mike. Look at me. Go. Let's get the field, defense. Tighten up. Hey, shoot. Get it.
From the gun, Herbert. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Got it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Rip right. Ready, go.
Off the play fake. McBride. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey.
Now. Ready.
To throw again. McBride. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
Five.
Off play action. McBride. Wright's got him. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On the ready.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Hey, orbit.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
Now.
On 4th down, McBride. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
15 yards for the Lions there and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41 yard line. 41
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Chark. 83 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just smooth. It's just me and you.
Hey!
Throwing again. McBride is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Hey.
Mike, let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
To throw on 3rd down. McBride. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. They'll run on 1st down. McKinley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw on 2nd down. McBride. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 70, Indy.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 2nd down, Johnson. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Herbert. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. Being chased out left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Lions.
Throwing on first down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
And the Lions, first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Breida. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They run with Breida. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Lions 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bravo. Yep.
To throw again, McBride. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Go. Snap.
Off play action. McBride. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Ready up. 44, Mike, 44. Let's go, D. Let's go. Deep grip.
Operating from the gun. McBride. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Go.
Check pass.
Go.
On first down, McBride. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Look at me. Zip. Hit it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Hey, Seam 6.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now. Shoot.
Throwing again. McBride. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. McBride. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Go now. 60-yard.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation.
To the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, check 20.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Switch.
Hey, Sam off. Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McBride, he'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go. Mike's 59.
Hey, Zoo.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert, and finding the tight end, Hooper. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Let it break.
59, Mike. Check, 59. 55, 55.
Looking to throw. Herbert, open man. He's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. They'll try to run with Breida, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 24-yard line.
You got tape. You got tape.
X3, 218, chopper.
Kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. McBride. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. DJ Chark, 76 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
On first down, Herbert. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Central West.
Slam.
Snap.
To throw again. Herbert. His throw incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And it's complete. Hooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They run forward with Breida. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. McBride. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Hurry.
On 1st and 10, McBride. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Ready. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Smith. Hey.
Man, I got you.
Hey.
Hey, Mike 40.
Yeah. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. McBride. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Me and you all day.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 18-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
Hey, Jack. Let's go.
A quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Open man is Galladay, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This is Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Lions on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be third and 5. Back to throw. Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
To throw on second down, McBride. Complete to Wright. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey, Haywood! Go now!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McBride looking middle, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, McKinley. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right.
Man.
3, fellas, we got 3. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. 2nd and 9 now. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. From the gun on 3rd down. McBride, the quick slant caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
2nd and 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
On third down, Herbert, he's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On fourth down, Herbert. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,